I really did, and now my feet are sweating. So yes, they're hot. See, they're very hot. Not so practical. I'm going to read the first two in a cycle poem. The cycle poem has 6 poems included in it. These are the first two. I was 22 years old, became a high school English teacher, and was shocked, literally shocked, at the hot bed that the faculty lounge was when I became a teacher. I still had like this ideal, you know, like they go home, they plug in at night, whatever. No, teachers are subject to the same hormonal swirl that affects teenagers. It's kind of like, look out. So this is a poem about an affair between teachers. And there's a word in here that is maybe somewhat unfamiliar unless you're an especially controlling gardener, and that's a spiliard. So a tree that is a spiliard, picture this with a fruit tree. Right, it doesn't have any limbs outside those two, so that's a spiliard.
How was that again? Thank you.
Picture apples. Okay, the night we danced. The night we danced in the blue-walled ballroom of the Hotel Don Leon, the boot-black sky served in slices at the open doors, and citrus blossoms hanging thick as seed pearls on the specimen trees, a spiliard on the courtyard walls, like men before a firing squad. We were not yet lovers. Forehead to cheek we keep the distance demanded of our charges. Fevered teenage eyes watch us, suspicious of our dancing grace. Their own gyrations rumbling the parquet loose from its glue, shaking the chandelier in the ballroom below, raining small bits of plaster onto wedding plates. This is the only acceptable public embrace we jot into our conduct codes, as our longing unfurls among the crepe paper roses and silver-sprayed ivy. The dance ends and our bodies part, hands lingering. Out on the balcony, the pierced tin sky tilts and spins like a shuttlecock. The dry air browns the orchids in my corsage as the petals drape their arms around the curled ribbons. 2. Evensong. I come from Southern California, and there's a taqueria every 5 feet. So you have to picture that, like taqueria. La Rosita cranks up for the after-game rush, the heavy smell of corn oil hanging over the parking lot, drifting toward campus, slick tendrils sliding toward the bleachers. Masa coalesces into the hands, slippery and smooth, of 3 sisters in the back, who slap the balls like new babies into the churning tortilla press. Their father handles the long wooden spoon, leans his face into the heat of the chile verde, testing with his nose for cumin, green chilies, garlic. Their ears perk for the roar of the crowd's choral lamentation or exultation, depending on the score. This is their science. Put the carne asada on the grill when the marching band thunders into the first mournful notes of the alma mater. We agreed to meet after the game, bump our fingers into one another, reaching for the cilantro, maybe the garnishes in the styrofoam bowl, sour cream, juicy tomatoes, jalapeno slices, translucent onions. Make me reject the safest choices. See in your eyes a brightness, a delight, a delirium. Eating cilantro for the first time is an act of faith. The small chopped leaves so like clover, the long, long stems still with the smell of damp earth. These things should taste like the lawn. Should be grassy, sharp, bitter. But instead they infuse spicy foods with the mellowness of morning sun on soggy fields. And the air, as it often does with these things, sucks itself up and away in the crush of teenage bodies and the hum of victory dances. When you take my elbow and steer me out into the busy night and toward the empty campus, to the low white plaster buildings done in the smooth old Spanish style, falling against the wall under the shadow of the eucalyptus, and into your hands, slippery and smooth. Come inside, you whisper, and I reshape myself to your palms.